Everyone thinks they're living in reality. Concrete, predictable, solid. Tables don't wiggle out of existence. People don't fade like Wi-Fi signals. Or do they? Because if you ask Dr. Joe Dispenza, the man who turned neuroscience into a cosmic TED Talk, he'd tell you something that breaks the brain. Matter isn't solid. Matter is 99.9999% energy, information, consciousness, a literal void. Atoms, the building blocks of you, your phone, your bank balance, and every heartbreak you've ever survived, are mostly empty space. Not a little. Not half. Basically all of it. Only 0.00001% is physical. The rest is vibrating, invisible waves of potential, which means the probability that you're perceiving objective truth is statistically zero. You're not seeing matter. You're seeing energy after it collapses into matter. And that collapse, that moment where possibility becomes physical, that is the zero-point field. And collapse is the key, because the quantum field holds all possibilities, but the zero-point field is the moment one becomes reality. Zero point is where manifestation occurs, instantly. The event, the ignition, potential turning into physical. We don't live in a solid universe. We live in a universe that pretends to be solid long enough for us to interact with it. Reality does not exist as a fixed structure. It is a field of potential that responds to awareness. So if everything is 99.9999% nothing, what is that nothing made of? Consciousness, frequency, information. You aren't walking through reality. You are collapsing reality everywhere you look, like a cosmic 3D printer that activates only when observed. Now let's go deep, properly deep. 1. The quantum field equals infinite unrealized reality. Before anything becomes matter, it exists as a wave, not a thing, but a maybe. Your future career, your next lover, the version of you with abs, all of it already exists as energy, but not as fact. Not yet. It isn't limited, it isn't local, it isn't bound by time. Reality exists as a field of potential that responds to awareness. The quantum field is the cosmic menu, infinite choices, none selected. Nothing is defined until consciousness says that one. Possibility is the canvas, collapse is the brushstroke. And here's the twist most people miss. You don't see what is. You see the version of reality your consciousness just collapsed. Something must trigger the collapse, and that trigger is consciousness. 2. The zero-point field equals when potential crystallizes. This is the spark, the ignition, the click moment. This is where Regan Hillier steps in and adds the missing piece. She describes zero point not just as a collapse, but as the exact moment reality folds into itself and creation activates. It's not theory. It's the event where waves stop being waves and become particles, where the invisible becomes measurable, where energy becomes mass and imagination becomes matter. Zero point is the birthing point of reality. You have also heard about it as the nanosecond where vibration becomes physicality, where data takes shape, where the universe commits to a version of itself. Turn possibility into presence. Turn frequency into form. This is not metaphor. It is quantum mechanics rendered into consciousness. 3. Observation is creative, not passive. Most people think seeing is recording, but quantum physics says seeing is selecting. The act of observing forces a probability to collapse. You are not watching reality unfold. You are collapsing it into existence. Every thought is a measurement. Every expectation is a selection. Every emotion is a tuning fork. You collapse timelines that match the frequency you're vibrating at. Feeling fear? Collapse a reality that confirms danger. Feeling joy? Collapse coherence and flow. Feeling power? Collapse possibility into manifestation. Perception isn't passive, it's architecture. The zero point isn't something you wait for. It's something you enter. And how do you do that? Regan Hillier explains that you can ask to pull up the zero-point field during meditation, that exact moment where your reality begins to fold into itself. So next time you are meditating, just give it a try and command to pull up the zero-point field in front of you. 4. Coherence determines what collapses. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you match. Your nervous system broadcasts your state into the field. Your electromagnetic signature draws the equivalent collapse. Thought equals direction. Emotion equals amplitude. Together equals blueprint for reality. When intention plus elevated emotion equals coherence, the field responds like code compiling into physical output. This is why manifestation is not wishful thinking, it's biophysics. You don't pull reality toward you. You snap into alignment with the timeline that already exists. You attune, you collapse. Regan Hillier always guides you to come into coherence, by asking you to scan your system for decoherence and command your entire field to come into full coherence. 5. Most people collapse reality unconsciously. Same identity, same perception, same selection, same life. The world doesn't repeat, you repeat. Your brain is a quantum feedback loop. It collapses the version of reality that confirms your beliefs. This is why change feels hard. Not because reality resists you, but because you keep collapsing the old self. To shift your world, you shift who is observing it. Not behavior, identity. Not effort, frequency. You don't manifest a new reality by wanting it. You manifest it by becoming the version of you who already lives in it. One sentence summary. Clean, atomic, undeniable. Quantum field equals everything possible. 0 point field equals the moment one possibility becomes real. Reality isn't solid. It's responsive. It isn't fixed. It's participatory. It doesn't exist until you collapse it. You are not inside a universe. You are constantly generating one, frame by frame. If you felt that spark, here's the next step. Comment, collapse my reality, and tell me if you tried the meditation hack.